What? You were expecting maybe a birth thing? Me getting birth in just like what happened to Cruella in the beginning of the movie? Well, we're not doing that yet. Most likely we're not doing that because that's just gross. Again, what? PG-13, I guess. Whatever. So yeah, there's really nothing else to say, but this is the review, so we're not doing the first thing like in the beginning. Here's like, oh, there's my narrator saying everything right here, right now. So all of this might lead to something big and extra soon. Well, technically, this doesn't really mean about the climax of this movie. We'll get to that later. Okay, just let me know when you need me. Most likely not, but okay. So let's talk about Cruella. So when the trailer first popped up, everyone thought, oh, this is Disney's Joker, right? Nope. It's not. That's not true. Okay, kind of, but still. And then when the movie came out, and everyone's saying that this is a prequel or a live-action remake of 101 Dalmatians. No, it's not. This is like This is like the movie Maleficent. So this is supposed to be like the origins of how Cruella de Vil became what she is today. But all I could say is, nope. Oh, this is lies. This is all lies. Lies, I tell you, lies. So, anyways, what does Cruella stand out from her fashion and her psychotic mind? Well, I'm gonna tell you in this review of Cruella. Okay, I don't know how did I get here, but I do not want to say anything about it. So, here we go. Here's the story. Whoop, I'm gonna go make some fashion. Since when do you make fashion, Nikki? I don't, okay? Now let me go there and have some peace now time, okay? Okay, yeah, fine. Now let's talk about the birds thing earlier, what we said earlier that we're not doing that sketch since we're basically running out of ideas for sketch, and also since June is coming out, we're most likely not gonna have time to do that yet, though. So, anyways, so right here, what's the story? It's a girl named Cruella or Estella, whatever you like to call her. She's not a Developed yet until the end. But still, she wants to become a fashion designer, but her mom does not want her. But that wasn't until the Dalmatians ended up killing her mom from jumping off the cliff, which is one of the escalated parts first. There's another one, but we'll get to that later. So, and then and then she runs away with these two guys, which is her mumskins or whatever we call it in London. And then they hide, and then they hang out. They're like family. And then she got a job at the cleaning of the toilets. And then she ended up getting a job from one of the highest fashion designers, whatever her name is. We'll talk when we get to the characters. I'll at least remember her name. So then, and then she also wanted to try to like make her own, because she just really doesn't like to be treated, and also steal the necklace, and then it's up to her to steal the necklace, and initially compete her with the fashion as Cruella, and then stuck as really, and then Sig on Psychic after that. So overall, the story is first you could say it sounds complicated, although it kind of is complicated to explain because you don't know, but yeah, but that's my overall thoughts on the story. It's kind of complicated for a prequel / biological crime comedy about, that's what they said, a crime comedy of Cruella. They did, but she doesn't really do it well. The movie doesn't really do it well, but I can't really say nothing, but it's kind of complicated, but you most likely don't understand anything like that because you don't know what's gonna happen next, but you know she's like getting psychotic or something. And then Also, there's also one more the escalator parts, which is like 2 or 3. One was when we talked about our mom dying when she fall off the edge of the party by her quote unquote real mom. Oh yeah, spoilers. Never mind. But still, the second one was around the spoiler territory, but that's around the middle. This thing seems like 2 hours long. You expect the whole thing might be done by now. But then the second one was when she was getting burned alive by her ex mom, which is when I remember that her real mom, which is the fashion designer, whatever her name is. I'll say her name later. And then the third one was when when those 2 demonstrators got arrested, whatever they they Cruella disguise decided to go to the police station, and what does she do? She runs it out. She just goes right into it. Yeah, and that didn't even kill a single damn thing. Oh yeah, earlier when people thought that Cruella was dead, or after the fire happened, and then all that happened. And I'm lost of words, but still, and then. Yeah, those were escalated real quickly, and that's the one of the scene where Cruella was talking to you. It was kind of confusing. I almost felt, but still, really confusing. I was like, what's the point of having that? There's like a narration going on, and also the sound choice is weird, but I don't even care. But there's one scene I got confused in a second when they were one of the munchkins was doing the guitar while they're actually trying to show her. I thought that Cruella just became full-on Lady Gaga, but no, she has the one with her well-known one, the black spots, the Dalmatian spots from there. No, it's not from one of that. Which in the after credits, we'll talk about that last one. It was actually the beginning of this whole story. And now, what's next? And there's also the acting, and I like their acting fine. Yeah, there's really nothing to complain here. And there's also yeah, I really got nothing to say now. There's really nothing for me to say now. So overall, it's complicated, but once you see it with the anti-climax things with her real mother will actually leave you shocked and pretty predictable, to be honest, but whatever. So you get what you get, alright? Okay, Alexis, do we honestly say that, do we call this visual effects or presentation? Just call it both, they're like both in this movie, so, okay, so, visual effects / presentation, although, I don't understand, this is more of like I don't get it, I'm just not gonna question, okay? Bye. I'm just gonna get the visual effects out of the way. There isn't really that much, to be honest, except for when Cruella first got revealed herself in the first party, and she grabbed the match. She was covered in white coat. It was in the trailer anyway, so she threw down at all the white stuff. All the coat got disappeared and actually revealed her red outfit. And that was the only visual effects I could actually think of next to the CG dogs. Yes, you really think no one would notice? Yep, some of the shots were CG dogs. No questions about it. Yeah, you don't really think they would move like that, I'll be honest, right? Nope. The CG dogs right here, right? CG dogs. Anyways, let's talk about the presentation. Anyway, so the presentation actually what presents it what it looks like around London in the 60s. It says boring at first, but you can clearly tell they're trying to present this like she's narrating the whole thing while she is experiencing all of that, like from her mom's death, the necklace with a real mom, and then after that and then other stuff that I can think of, and really I got nothing to say about, because That's the visual effects there, but there's not really that much, to be honest, except for the presentation. It just presents itself like it's London in the 1960s, which then again the movie was released in 1961. The original 101 Dalmatians on the block that was in the 50s, but anyways, I would say it kind of explains it right, but I don't know if I could call it good, but to be honest, I got really nothing to actually say thus. The presentation is just fine anyways. It's not really that exciting, to be honest, but then again, it's actually her narration. I can't complain. This isn't like why she wanted to kill the Dalmatians and turn her as a code, which people originally thought she did, but when she soon realized they're not even, she still had the Cruella's real mom actually still has them the entire time, so they're not actually dead. So, oh yeah, their mom got arrested, but that's not the point. But overall, it's fine, but I can't really talk about it that much, to be honest, about this. Okay, Alexis, did you get all of the names of all the characters? Yep, I got them all right here. Okay, well here it is, the characters. I hope you don't forget any of them. I won't. Alright, I'm gonna go now. Bye. Alright. Okay, for the characters, I almost forgot the names, but at least I got some of them now. So, I'm only talking about the 4 main characters, not everybody else, So the first one we got right here, we gotta talk about is Cruella. Oh yeah, one more thing, characters, but Cruella, actually, she's actually the best character in the entire series. I mean the movie, because it's serious. I'm an idiot, this isn't a series, this isn't 101 Dalmatian Street. Ever watched that show? No, me neither. Anyway, she's actually, lingerie look and fashion, they should be real, although they're most likely be like thousands of dollars if you actually get a part for them. And also we also got she's actually the best character in the entire movie. And then we also got the villain, which is also real mom, which again I told you that let's keep honor that because that was the anticlimactic twist reveal that she was actually impregnated by the Barnos, whatever her name. Oh, I think I forgot. It's the Barnos. I'm calling her real mom because that's what she was. In the end, she gave birth to Cruella, and then she abandoned her with one of the maids, which is actually her mom, which is the same mom that she fell off the cliff earlier, like 3 minutes in the beginning of the movie. So, yeah, she's kind of a psychopath and also a douche, which actually makes her terrible. And what I mean by that, she's not really she's just terrible in the movie. I'm not talking about the actress. I'm talking about the actress that was playing her. I'm talking about the character the real mom. She was a douche, she was a psycho, and she's not the best character in the entire show. So I do not like her at all. And then we also got the two mains, which we got Jasper and Harsh. And I call them the two munchkins. That's what they were in the animated series, even though I haven't even watched it at all. But yeah, I like those fine. But yeah, the audience was laughing at him, mostly at Oscar during the heist scenes, and that's really it. They didn't even laugh at anything at all. And that's it. They didn't even laugh at anybody else except for the time their mom said hell, which I'm pretty sure I don't know why, but still. And there's also we also got Artsy, which he's fine. Not gonna say rest without getting canceled on. Getting canceled on YouTube for what I'm gonna say, so I got nothing to say. But then we also got her close friend from school, which is actually she became a journalist. something. They taking on his photos for Cruella. That's why you see the visual, when we saw the visual picture, which we never even want to mention, the text, the news there that's appearing out of it every time Cruella appears, and there's also the text. I mean there's also the crap, I'm forgetting things. This is a really hard movie to remember since it's like 2 damn hours long. You expect me to remember everything until I saw them yesterday? But no, that's not what I say. But anyways, the rest of her maid mom, she's not even that long, but she's a decent mom, to be honest. No questions asked. And then there's also the bald guy, which is actually her real dad the whole time, which she ended up dragging Cruella out of the fire, and then everyone just thought, oh, we can't find her body. She's dead. Let's all mourn. But she ended up revealing that she was alive the whole time. So there's no questions asked about that. So I really got nothing to say here. There was really all of them are doing something bad, especially the real bomb character, the Barnhouse, whatever, and everyone wrestling these characters are just there. The Dalmatians, the dogs, and they're just there, just to remind you that this is 101 Dalmatians live action remake / prequel, and that's not really it. I gotta say so. And characters, I mostly split on some of them. Alright, Tommy. Let's see, so we're near the end now, so, what are we gonna do now? Just end it off, overall. Okay now, overall, also, we didn't even mention the after credits. I'll get to that soon. Alright then, well, before I give out my thoughts on the movie, I'm just gonna say this. The after credits scene, they got the 2 dogs. They got the 2 dogs from Cruella, which ended up being the same dogs from, which ended up getting brought to at least 101, 99 or 101. They said 101 Dalmatians. Respect the father and the mother count, but not, I don't think they do. So it's just the 99 kids that they ended up getting birth to. Although that is physically impossible. No, you usually only give out like 2 or something. How do I know this? I saw one. How was I got it. For this, I really can't say anything about it now, but I would say for a live action remake, it's alright, but for a prequel, it's better than Maleficent. But I wouldn't say this is a good movie in general. So overall, Cruella is, it's fine, but there's still some problems. But it would have been better if this thing was like an hour and 30 minutes, just like an hour and 40 minutes, 45 minutes long. This thing didn't need to be like 2 damn hours long. It really did not need to be 2 hours long. That just drags out long. So the story is kind of complicated, but you're gonna get used to it. The presentation / visual effects, and they're fine, but they have no purpose, and the presentation is just, it's alright, but it's kind of boring, to be honest. But and then the characters, it's just Cruella. That's really nothing else with the 2 side, no munchkins. So still, that's really it. I gotta say, for live animation, watch the original movie. Watch the original first, and then watch the live action remake of the one from the 90s, and then watch this, and you'll love it. And that maybe might reconsider it's a good or bad, but or so since this is PG-13, so then again I did see a child walk out the movie after the movie was over, so I am all ages, I guess. Well, then again, we have Jungle Cruise. This is another PG-13 movie coming, so I can't complain. So overall, this might be a hard movie to get a rating between a 6 or 7, but I would say this movie gets a, I know I can't give it a 0.5, and I would give this a 6. I'd say 6. It's passable, but I wouldn't count that as a live action remake. But and for a Disney Joker, it's not a Disney's version of Joker. We live in a society, I guess. So now it looks like well, I guess we gotta go now. Well, there's really nothing else to do here, but since June is coming up, I think we really should start getting the Olympics ready soon, since we got our room fully 100% renovated now. So I guess it's time to start the Olympics.